Oh, excuse me. These fizzy drinks be making me burp. I was thinking about something. Something just hit my mind, and I wanted to share it with you guys because y'all know deep inside I'm kind of nerdy, right? That's why I call myself Dr.Deshana. I've always loved scientific type of stuff. It's always fascinated me. So here it goes. Everything on the earth has to evolve, right? Everything. All the species, however you want to say it, of animals. What's up, Dre? How you doing, honey? That are on this planet today are an evolved form of something that was here, you know, hundreds of thousands of years ago, right? So with that being said, I want to drop something on you. We are all connected. We are all connected. Now, as for me, there are certain things that I wouldn't have been enlightened. Excuse me. If you hear me burp, just take it as excuse me whether I say the shit or not, because I'm drinking on this fizzy shit right here. And my throat kind of scratchy too. But it's real fizzy. Anyways, once you begin to become enlightened, and for me, I have the understanding your frequency has to change. Whatever frequency that you've been having, because we all have a magnetic signature. We all have a magnetic field that surrounds us, each and every living thing. So there's a unique signature that you carry, which is AKA your frequency. You either vibrating on a higher level or a lower level, depending on what type of vibes you're putting out. And if you don't like the vibe you're putting out, then you're going to have to intentionally change it. You're going to have to go to YouTube and put in positive vibes, high vibrational frequencies, something like that, and you're going to get different different sounds, like different musical, things, different megahertzes, basically, that once you listen to them and you begin to absorb them, your vibrational frequency will change. Okay, so this is just a tidbit, little nugget for those of you that may want to change your frequency. If what you've been doing thus far is not working for you, then you might 9 times out of 10 need to elevate your frequency. But with that being said, that is what evolution is. Once you begin to, over time, everyone's frequency will elevate, okay? As it is beginning, because everybody wasn't always talking about wake up and stay woke and all this kind of stuff. Thank you, Malik. Everybody wasn't always talking that. Now, as humanity is beginning to elevate and evolve, you're hearing people, obviously who are waking up and finding spiritual awakening, beginning to speak on, these spiritual esoterical things that manifesting and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That most people was not willing to listen to or hear or pay any attention to. Now it's like all the buzz, right? Okay, so once you begin to upgrade your frequency, you will start coming into knowledge that you may not have seen before. You will start coming into an understanding, an enlightened perspective that you couldn't have held in that lower level frequency. Okay? So one of them is an overwhelming amount of self-love. You're going to begin to feel an overwhelming amount of compassion for yourself, forgiveness for yourself, for the things you may have did in your past or once upon a time that you're not proud of. Because you got to you got to forgive yourself before you can forgive anyone else, boo. And forgiveness is the key that has to be unlocked before you can evolve or advance. Unforgiveness, haterade, jealousy, any of these ugly emotions carries lower level frequency. And long as you are operating in lower level frequency, because the thing about it is because you have a choice. See what I'm saying? Most people don't realize they're operating in that frequency until they come along a video like this and it helps them like turn a light bulb on and start thinking about the things they're saying and doing and projecting. You know what I'm saying? But inside, we all know if we are a positive person or a negative person. We all know if we have more things to say to help or we're saying more things that hurt. You know, we all know if we are taking the time to pray for somebody or gossip against somebody about somebody. You know what I mean? These are the differences that lets you know if you're operating on a higher frequency or not. Okay. What I was going to say is that once you begin operating on this higher frequency, it seems like all kinds of knowledge begins to just permeate your being. You're going to start wanting to spend more time meditating and being alone and just enjoying your own company and simply just listening to nature around you. And it's during those quiet times that you are reducing the ego of yourself, like minimizing the ego of yourself and opening yourself up for more knowledge and more wisdom, okay, to come your way, okay? And this is evolving. This is the process of evolving. So you don't think like you might have thought once upon a time. It was made known to me several things quite some months back. But one of the big things, after I completed, began to walk in the process of being in love with myself and just loving myself on a very deep level, that's when I became to know the understanding that every single person around me is a mere projection of me. Okay? Every single person around you is some type of projection, manifestation of you in a different phase, different space of time, on a different level, good, bad, ugly. None of us can judge no one. Okay? Have a little bit of different beliefs than I once used to have among some of them, is a belief in reincarnation. I believe that we keep coming back until we hit the top of that love meter. Okay? And at that time, you're going to evolve on to the next phase, which is an interdimensional being or a non-physical being. It's deep. It's different. I didn't start this to go there. What I started this live was to give you guys a bullet point and to let you run it over in your mind. We are one. Once I began to love myself on a deep level, I was hit with the knowledge that we are all one. We are all one. Every single being living on the face of planet Earth is a part of Earth's ecosystem. One part of the whole. One part of the whole. And to bring this home for you, I want to break it down for you so that you can understand. And you don't have to agree with me, but what I'm about to say, you can go Google it yourself. Because I don't have to lie about nothing. So if you break each and every one of us down on a molecular level, we all know that nothing is solid, right? Nothing is solid. I mean, you can look at this car, you can look at the building, you can look at the trees, and you're like, what do you mean nothing is solid? But let's break it down on a molecular level. On a molecular level, everything is energy. Everything is molecules and atoms vibrating at different rates. So things that are looser, like water, are vibrating at a more higher, faster rate. Things that are still and solid are vibrating at a slower rate. But everything in existence that you can see, hear, feel, smell, and touch is a form of molecules and atoms in vibration. Everything, right? So with that being said, this solid car that I'm hitting, this car wheel that I'm hitting right now, this solid car wheel, if I was to take a screwdriver and just start drilling into this steering wheel on a molecular level, it's going to start breaking apart. It's going to keep breaking until you see a scratch. And if I keep going, it's going to keep breaking. The molecules are going to keep breaking until it turns into a dent. And if I had a big enough tool, I could obliterate the steering wheel by breaking apart the molecules and atoms, right? That is the same for everything that you can think of. Every substance that you can think of. It's not solid on a molecular level. With that being said, let's take us for instance. We are a conglomeration of molecules and atoms vibrating at a specific rate of speed that holds our body together, right? Now, on a molecular level, when we break it down to the point of the molecules, the atoms, let's think about the air, the oxygen molecules, the carbon dioxide molecules, right? Everything that's in the air that we're breathing. We are breathing that air in and out. We're circulating that air around the globe. So I'm going to just put it like this, because this is how I got it. If I was to bust a fart right now, if I was to bust a big ass fart right now, that motherfucker gonna go out the window into the atmosphere, circle around, and a motherfucker somewhere in China is gonna be breathing that air in and out eventually. Before I go, I'm gonna drop this fact on y'all, and then you tell me if you don't agree that we are all connected as one. Did you know that there is the same amount of water on the earth now as there was when the earth was formed? Take a minute. Let it drip on in. There is no more water or no less water here on the face of the earth than there was some 2 billion years ago. So if you want to break that down, that means the rain falls, soaks into the oceans, soaks into the ground, nourishes the trees, soaks into the crops, wherever it's needed, evaporates back up into the clouds, the atmosphere, and does it all over again. Those of you who learned about condensation in school and in the ecosystem and the way that operates, you know what I'm saying. But you can Google that, baby. There is no more water here now than there was from the beginning of time when earth was formed. So that means that the water is soaked down into the ground, is soaked into the bones of those who's come before you, before your mama, before your grandmama, your great grandmama, your great 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 great. That water done soaked down through them bones, been evaporated up, and we done been drinking that, boo, and pissing it out, and it's going back through the drains, back into the ocean, filter, whatever, recirculated and recycled. So if you think about that, now you really gonna tell me we not all connected? We all drinking the same water. We all use the sewage system. That sewage shit has to go somewhere. It's not being completely eliminated off the planet. It's being changed to a different energy. And we all know energy just transfigures. It never dies. So truthfully, urine, feces, these things is fertilizing crops. We're eating them, drinking milk from them, or whatever the case. It's being recycled, and it's just going down all over again. We're all connected. We're all one. Without that fact, on a molecular level, we divide into air. Air merges into the next person. I mean, molecularly, we're all connected. So I'm going to go ahead and let it be. Let it go. Just felt like dropping some fun facts on you guys. I'm about to get up off of here and proceed with my evening. Y'all be blessed. Evolve with me. I promise you, it's a bright, beautiful, airy feeling to know that you're following the natural process as you should be. On that note, I'm out. Good night, you guys. Bye.